Hey everyone, welcome back to the Master Pundit TV. So we're going from our game week 9, I think it's game week 9, Premier League predictions, score predictions for every single game that's happening this week. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first game is Leeds United versus West Ham. So a massive game for both sides, you'd have to say. I mean, this could be an early relegation 6-pointer. Leeds United, obviously they lost to Burnley in the last game, which was disappointing from them. A big win for Burnley. West Ham got completely played off the park by Brentford, which is concerning, when Nuno is a very good manager. And obviously, I think I said it was only his second game last time. It's not like that. I knew it wasn't his second game. Also, he played against Aston as well. So, I don't know what I was thinking that day. But either way, yeah, I don't know. It was concerning. They were played off the park, and Nuno got it really wrong. The lineup tactics just did not work out, and Brentford completely played them off the park. So it is concerning for West Ham. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw, though. I think they'll be able to scrape a draw from this, which I don't know who would rather have that, which he would rather have that. But, they just need to pick up points wherever they can, West Ham especially. So I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. Next game, Chelsea versus Sunderland. Sunderland started the season pretty well. In fact, very well considering where they were. Just got newly promoted. Chelsea just coming off that, I think it was 5-1 win in the Champions League against Ajax. Ajax got a player sent off. Been a bit hit or miss this season, Chelsea. But they are at home. It is at Stamford Bridge. They got some good players in there. They looked a lot better when Caicedo came on, obviously, in the Nottingham Forest game. Poor first half, but blitzed them in the second. And obviously responsible for getting Ange Postecoglou sacked. I'm going to say 2-1 win to Chelsea. I think they will edge it. But Sunderland, I wouldn't be surprised if they got a point here. Next up, Newcastle versus Fulham. Newcastle, I mean, they've not hit the ground running this season. They've not started amazingly so far. Voltemade has been a good signing, but and they had that great performance in the Champions League, but in the Premier League, it's just not happening for them so far. With the 2-1 loss to Brighton, Fulham obviously coming off of the loss to Arsenal. They didn't really have a shot on target. Again, Fulham have started off pretty slow, but the thing is they've not been playing terribly. So they will pick up points and they will start to win games. And I think again, end of the day, I think they'll finish comfortably mid-table. Apparently, they're looking to extend Marco Silva's contract as well. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. I think. Yeah, I think it's a good result for Fulham. Newcastle needs to start picking up wins, but neither team really scoring much. Can't really trust either team's attack at the minute. Manchester United versus Brighton, who we just mentioned. As we said, they beat Newcastle 2-1. Manchester United coming off a 2-1 win of their own against Liverpool at Anfield, which is a massive result for them. Harry Maguire from the set piece, stole it at the depth, and they got a goal in the first minute with Bryan Mbeumo, who has been by far the best signing, I would say, so far this season. It would be a very United thing to... And I mean, this is no disrespect to Brighton, but it would be a very United thing to go at Anfield, get the 3 points there, and then use to Brighton. I don't think they will use to Brighton, but I can see them dropping points. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I think Brighton have got a very good squad, just good squad depth all around. I think that every player is pretty solid there. I also do rate Fabian Herzog a lot, so I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. After that, we have Brentford versus Liverpool. Brentford at home. Now, Liverpool finally back to winning ways after the 5-1 win against Eintracht Frankfurt in the Champions League. Brentford, as we said, got that win against West Ham. Liverpool looked better. They tweaked the system against Frankfurt. Frankfurt very poor defensively this season. But yeah, Liverpool, they got the win. And at that moment, they needed the win. Wirtz got with 2 assists, so maybe that will boost his confidence. I'll be intrigued to see the lineup they go with. I expect a different game, a more difficult game from Brentford here, because I think they're going to be more physical, better from set pieces. So I think, Liverpool are going to have some diversity to deal with, but ultimately, I think that Frankfurt will be the turning point for Liverpool this season. So I'm going to say a 3-1 win against Keith Andrews' side for Liverpool. I think again they just need 2 wins in a row, get that momentum going. I think they'll be golden. Wolves versus Burnley up next. Again, another relegation 6-pointer, you could say, early on. Wolves, there's just, I'm sorry, Wolves fans, to say this, but there is just nothing there. I'm sorry, I watched the last game, and I've watched a few of their games this season, and I'm just not seeing anything, you know. I think they are in trouble. They are in trouble this season for sure. I've seen a lot of Wolves fans accepting the fact they've already gone down, so it says it all about their morale and how they're feeling. Burnley, I think Burnley do have a chance at staying up. I think they're always going to be difficult to beat Burnley. As I said, they got that win against Leeds in their last game. I'm going to say a 1-0 win for Burnley, though, away from home. A good result for them. Wolves, I just don't think they have enough to stay up this season. So yeah, I'm going to say a 1-0 win for Burnley. You'll have to wait and see my preview on Saturday for the Arsenal game. Arsenal Crystal Palace. So we'll skip that one today and we'll go straight into Manchester City versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa, they've kicked on now. They had a poor start, but now they're on form. They're looking quite good now. You're back to their best. Man City, Haaland is inevitable. You may as well start the game 1-0 up because Haaland just scores goals, man. It is ridiculous. And the scary thing is this might be the best Haaland we've seen. This might be the best we've seen him with his overall play. Donnarumma as well, being a chaos signing. They don't really look at conceding as much with Donnarumma in goal. He has completely stabled that back line. Just put more confidence into them, I think. Villa, Mayan got goals in him. Buendia, when he's come off the bench, has made a massive impact in games. I think it's going to be difficult for City, but ultimately I do think City will have too much. I'm going to say a 2-1 win to Manchester City. Haaland probably scores again, maybe even gets both goals because he is just an absolute machine. Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest. Now Bournemouth, absolute cracking 3-3 draw against Palace. Bournemouth will be disappointed not to come away with the win in that game after being 2-0 up. But, Palace, what a game it was. It was a very, very fun game to watch. Nottingham Forest, obviously coming off that loss to Chelsea, but now got Sean Dyche in charge, who today, on the Thursday, are either playing in the Europa League. I think he has his first game against Porto, is it? So yeah, I'm excited to watch that game. But yeah, Sean Dyche, I think great appointment. He's going to keep him stable. He'll keep him up for sure. Going back to the basics defensive style like Nuno had him set up with. It is a different system, but still that defensive football. Obviously, he's worked with people like Chris Wood before. He's got the players to play the type of football he wants, in my opinion. So I think Nottingham Forest will be fine this season, but I do think Bournemouth will win this game. I'm going to say a 2-0 win to Bournemouth. I just think Bournemouth are really, really good this season. And finally, we're going into the final game. We've got Everton versus Tottenham Hotspur. Everton unbeaten at home this season. They're making that home ground a fortress already, which is impressive considering they've only just moved there after such a long time being at their old stadium. And Tottenham started to drop off a little bit. They started off the season very well. Now they're starting to slow down. Not a good result against Villa. So yeah, it is disappointing for Tottenham fans. Grealish back for Everton. Obviously had the City game last time round, so Grealish be invested and be back for this. I'm going to say a 2-2 draw. I think. But that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe button, share it around. Go on, help a boy out and all that good stuff. If you did enjoy it, it's all greatly appreciated, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.